Hi guys, everyone. Today I want to sort out one of the most important questions that worries literally all players. After the highway map is released, when will the cars finally appear in a full-fledged game? And in what updates should they be expected? And I must say right away, the deeper I dug, the more I realized that adding machines could be part of a much bigger idea of the developer. Let's start with the obvious. The highway map now has 6 unique cars, fully developed, with normal movement physics, suspension animation, and most importantly, with their own models, which are not available in the regular editor. And this is a very important point. A developer never just makes such objects, especially those that require separate physics and animations. If these were just decorations, they would be flat, static, or primitively animated. But no, these are full-fledged cars hidden in the map itself. Now let's think logically. Usually, when a developer creates a new type of object, especially one as complex as transportation, they don't do it for the sake of a single map. This means that cars are a preparation for the next big step. Remember how new mechanics used to appear, first in the form of hints, then in test objects, and only after that in full. This is how new weapons, new NPCs, and new fluid mechanics were added. And now the most interesting thing. There are already hints in the game files that the cars are planning to be taken outside the highway map. For example, each car model has full-fledged attachment points, separate physical parameters, and even destruction parameters. This is impossible to see in highway itself, but it can be noticed if you carefully examine the hidden data of the game. That is, the cars are already ready to be used as separate objects. It remains only to add them to the inventory. So which update should we expect them in? My theory is this. The machines will appear not in 34.0, but in update 34.5 or even 35.0. I'll explain why. Update 34.0, judging by the developer's tradition, is likely to be mechanical, where a major feature or a new map will be added. But 34.5 has always been used to expand content that has already been added. That's where adding transportation as new facilities would ideally fit in. Another theory is that the cars will become part of a huge update that will change the very movement system in the game. Perhaps there will be a full-fledged vehicle section with different classes of cars. Cars, buggies, trucks, maybe even motorcycles. And highway is just a test platform for the implementation of these mechanics. But the main argument in favor of an early edition is that the machines already exist in the game. They do not need to be modeled anew. They're ready. And when the object is ready, the developer usually does not take too long. Therefore, my honest opinion is that the new transport will appear in the next 2 updates. And what we saw in Highway is just the beginning of a much larger update of the Melon Playground world.